30 years ago. We were only married for a little while, and our kids were starting to get some allergies, and we didn't know what it was, so we thought, let's sort of rule out things, and we worked out most of them came when it was spud season, when we were planting, and so we started eliminating things and decided chemicals wasn't an issue. Chemicals were an issue. They had, every time we used a chemical, the kids got asthma and they got croup and everything else. So we decided we'd grow spray and chemical free, because organics, we had no idea what organic was. And we marketed spray and chemical free, and we did home deliveries, and one of our friends said, why don't you go organically? And, well, what is it? And so we looked at a few different certification bodies, and the NASA was the hardest one at that stage to get into. So we decided, right, we'll go with that one. If we're going to do it, we'll do it properly. So we applied. It took us 3 years to convert from our
natural state into organic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we haven't looked back.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it. We've had a few crop failures right in the early days because our seed wasn't, it was used to having chemicals poured on it to grow and chemicals poured on it to stop bugs, but now it's built up a good resistance.
Yeah.
And we sell heaps and heaps of organic spuds now. We've got about 11 different varieties.
Oh wow, 11.
So, and we go right through from the Kifler, the Charlotte, to your Pontiac and your Sebago. I do a market 2 times a week in Canberra.
Okay.
And as well as selling to Eco Farms and Ubi in Sydney. But what I do with the potatoes, I try to cook everything a different way every fortnight. Everything will be cooked, every different variety, and it'll be roasted, it'll be mashed, it'll be boiled, just to make sure that they're still doing the same thing, because if you have a lot of water, all of a sudden some of the spuds they'll break up.
Oh.
They won't boil properly.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're roasting, all of a sudden they start to burn.
Yeah.
And if they start to burn, you've had a frost on them, the sugar content's gone higher, so some of them aren't low GI anymore.
And what types of potatoes do you grow? You mentioned 11.
I've got Dutch cream, Kifler, Charlotte, Pontiac, Sebago, Nicola.
Yeah.
King Edward, Tassie Pink Eye. Yeah, there's a few others. Price's Pinks, Reduce.
Right, so I take it these are your buckets that you're preparing to go off into the market into?
I usually take about half a tonne, 3/4 of a tonne to Epic and about half a tonne to Southside.
Okay.
And I started to use paper, but because we like to dig them the day before they're sold, so within 24 hours they've been in the ground and there to our customers.
Yeah.
In the paper, because they're damp, they've got the soil is damp, they're falling through.
Oh.
So I don't like using plastic, but that was my only option.
Yeah, versus paper.
And each different variety, as you can see, we have a different bag for it.
Perfect.
So I know which ones are which.
Yeah. So is this your preparation station here, is it?
Yep. Got scales, they have to be certified every year.
Yeah.
And we grade them. We've got the grader over there, which hopefully Lester will be back soon. We'll put a box through so you can see what's going on.
Perfect.
Lester built the grader himself. Nearly everything on the farm, our silos, everything he's built himself.
Mm.
And he puts the box in, the box tips, comes through the brusher, and then we put them in the little boxes because they're much easier for me to handle. And because we're digging fresh, we might only dig 1 box, and that'll be enough for our orders. And then next week we'll just dig another one. Through the week we dig for Sydney, for Eco Farms, because they have a lot. They're a wholesaler and they have a lot.
And they go into these, I'm assuming?
No, they go into, let me have a look.
Oh, one of these big ones.
No. So they're our bags and they pack in those.
Oh, perfect.
Some of the places like them in bulk, and we do cardboard bulk.
Ah, okay.
So the cardboard bulk. I'll show you one of those. Yeah, it's behind the boxes, so it's hard to get to. But we recycle. A lot of our customers send back our bags, and we recycle them. Our 10 kilos, I was packing in plastic, but I got given a couple of thousand of these bags,
Yeah.
and we just have to cross the name on them because he doesn't grow potatoes anymore, and he just asked, do you want spuds? Do you want some bags? I went, yeah, no worries, thinking it'd be 100 or 200, but when it was in the thousands, I thought, well, I may as well use them.
That's right.
And to keep potatoes, you must keep them dark, and you must keep them cool.
Ah,
If
cool
you-
dark place.
Yeah, if they're not cool, they'll start to sprout,
Yes.
and if they're not dark, they will be green.
Yeah, so that's why they
And
were
under the
green,
kitchen
so-
sink is not the best place because you've got your hot water pipes
Coming
and your
through.
dishwasher pipes, everything there, so it's a nice warm environment.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's your laundry or your garage.
I was going to say I keep mine in the laundry.
Yeah. I'm really into just sustainable agriculture. Like 500 acres, we're on 500 acres and a whole lot certified.
Mm.
Which is, and we were one of the first in Australia
Yeah.
to grow potatoes.
Oh, fantastic.
And it's a family business.
Okay.
Husband and myself and both our sons.
Yeah.
We dig all the potatoes ourselves.
Mm.
We bag, we grade them ourselves. Bagging. I've got a little girl. My granddaughter's mother comes out and she helps me bag.
Yeah.
So, and little Chloe will sit there in the box with her little plastic bag and she'll
It's a bag.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
So, and yeah, it's just a family run
Business.
business, and that way we can keep tabs on our quality.
Yeah. Okay, so planting, I'm assuming, is all the way around us.
Yeah, we run on about an 8-year rotation. So we plant in one paddock this year, and it'll be 8 to 10 years actually, before we get back to it again.
Oh, okay.
And that gives our paddocks time
To adjust.
to adjust, to get, the nutrients are back in it, the soil levels are good.
Mm.
Then we go back to it again.
Okay.